I love chit chat videos. I get to wear all the clothes I don't wear outside. Hi friends, my name is Hunter Brene and I'm a country bumpkin residing in the beautiful Seoul, South Korea. The weather is warming up and I wanted to do a chill OG YouTube spring essentials video. I've been testing a lot of new products lately. Many have become staples in my everyday routines, so I wanted to share those with you all today. Basically a hodgepodge of products that I've been loving in this transition into the warmer parts of the year. So if you are new to the channel, I post a lot of vlog and beauty content as a country bumpkin living in Seoul, South Korea. If you're interested in joining me on this journey, please subscribe down below. Also, I love engaging with my audience in the comments, so comment anything and everything that you're feeling and I will be sure to meet you down there after the video. Keep the girls in there. Anyways. In my previous video, I talked about Sephora closing in South Korea, and I also mentioned an upcoming beauty brand that was launching a cushion foundation featuring darker skin complexions. And I finally got the product. I'm really excited. First, packaging, excuse me, pink Powerpuff Girls Barbie-esque theme cushion and compact foundations are really popular here in South Korea. They're portable, they're also easy for you to be able to touch up and pop in and out of your bag on the go. And there's usually a button where you can open the product. It has a mirror, nice sponge for application, and you open the top and there is your foundation. For a speed review, I really like this product. I'm wearing it today. I've been wearing it for a few hours and it sits really beautifully on the skin. Now, if you look closely, the shade isn't a perfect match for me. It's a bit light compared to my neck and just the rest of my complexion. But in terms of the undertone, I felt like this was the best option for me. The foundation itself is full coverage. It has covered up almost all of my dark marks, and that's really nice because usually it takes a little bit of building up with skin tints and other foundations to get this kind of coverage. But in one pat, one swipe around the face, I had full coverage. Another thing that I want to note, I have very oily skin. I was apprehensive about how this product would sit on my face without setting. So around my jaw and cheek area, as well as on my forehead, I did not set the product. The only places I set was where I placed concealer and on my mustache. I think it is absolutely stunning. Let me see if I can zoom in. You can see my oils peeking through around like my cheek area and a little bit on my temple, which is very normal for me, especially after hours of wearing any products. But what I want to highlight is like my T-zone. I'm usually disgusting. Oh, let me back you back. Oh my gosh, no, not closer. I'm usually disgusting after a couple of hours of wearing a product without setting it properly. This one, it looks like a nice natural glow. I don't think I mentioned my shade. So I am in the shade 02 Mimo. There are 4 shades currently available for this cushion foundation. I think as the weather warms up and I get a little bit of a tan, I could transition to shade number 3, which is 아름답다, but for now, considering my undertones, I really think that this is the best match for me. But I think using my skin tone powder could help really make that look more seamless to my skin complexion. Of course, if it was a perfect shade match, it would be probably my #1 product. And also, if I wore full coverage foundation on a daily basis, it would be something I would reach for every single day. But for now, this will be for special occasions, moments where I need and want full coverage. I do believe that they are shipping to other countries. I checked their website, I couldn't find any shipping information. So maybe for right now, it's just in Korea, but I'm hoping that they can go global with this product because it's really good. Okay, another adjustment. The Yepo Beauty Cushion Foundation is not an essential product of mine just yet. It's new to my collection, but I wanted to share some of my favorite products to wear both in skin tints and in more full coverage, medium coverage foundations. Of course, my #1 has to be the Fenty Eavesdrop. I am in the shade 18, and for daily basis, running errands, a quick beat and go, I usually use this product. Honestly, I'm almost out, so I need to go on over to Sephora and get this while I still can. So 2 more honorable mentions. I have the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder in 8.5. 8.5 is one of their new shades that came out, I think, last year. It is a perfect match for me, so when I can find it, I'm gonna make sure that I stay stocked up on this. And this product is, like, as it says, it's a balm. Balm. Anyways, it goes on beautifully onto the skin, also has amazing oil control, so I recommend this for put on quickly and go type of situations. On days where I'm looking for a little bit more coverage, I go for the Estee Lauder Double Wear. So I bought this on Amazon, paid the customs, the fees to get it sent to Korea, and I am in love with this. So this one is in the shade 6-in-1 Mocha. And it is, again, another perfect match for my complexion, like yellow, neutral-esque tone. Very full coverage. You only need a little bit to completely cover your base. I will continue to buy it for my special occasions. This is now my go-to. We are transitioning from beauty to skincare, and I have a couple of skincare products that I want to share with you all. Adjust. Now let me just say, I have been breaking out so much over the past few months. I think that it's stress related, it's hormone related, it's just life related. Now that I have cleared the acne, I am really focused on getting rid of the dark marks. I have a couple videos on the channel now that focus on treating dark spots and hyperpigmentation, especially for melanated skin. So the first product you're not new to if you've seen those videos. Of course, I have the Numbuzin number 5 vitamin concentrated serum, and this is actually my third bottle of this product. Also have the concentrated pads, which I keep in the refrigerator and I use those in the morning. But this product I use day and night to fight my hyperpigmentation, my post-acne dark spots. It's not irritating, it doesn't make me feel like my pores are clogged. It's just a beautiful light product for helping you fight those pesky spots that linger after acne. So a newer product to my collection, but one that has very quickly become a staple, is the, and I don't know how to pronounce this brand, Tiam? The Tiam Vita B3 Source. Like the Numbuzin number 5, this is also a dark spot fighting serum, and this one also has similar products that the Numbuzin has as well. Niacinamide, the arbutin to really fight those dark spots, lighten them up, have an even skin tone. It does all of that. I'm not opposed to double dipping. I use these together. So in the morning, I will apply my pad, and then I'll apply this serum, and then I will go in with this serum. At nighttime, I think I just use the Tiam these days, but sometimes I will again double them up depending on, you know, just how frisky I'm feeling, you know. I watch some skin influencers on YouTube, and especially people who use Korean skincare products, they talk about this one a lot. I've also been recommended this product from friends, so I finally bit the bullet and decided to give it a chance, and I don't regret it. The consistency of this one is even lighter than the Numbuzin, so it goes on the skin very beautifully. And something about this, it actually helps mattify my skin. So usually after I apply all my serums and then my cream, my skin's just very oily and just everything is still slip sliding around. This really like locks everything in. I don't know what witchcraft they have concocted into these bottles, but it is magical. Again, acne has not been my friend the past couple of months, and I have had to shift the cleansers that I use to help combat the acne. First is the Rovectin Gentle Cleansing Gel. When it comes to baseline cleansing, no BS, no frills type of products, this is absolutely the best. I enjoy a gentle, simple cleanser without anything that would negatively affect my skin, irritate my skin in any way. So quick story, I bought my niece Korean skincare for Christmas, and this was the cleanser that I picked for her after reading countless blogs and recommendations and watching videos. So many people recommended this as one of the most gentle cleansers, great for young skin, great for acne prone skin, just any skin condition that you may have. This cleanser just, it doesn't irritate. She liked the cleanser, you know, it was nothing special to her, but I ran out of my cleanser, so I asked her if I could use it. The gel consistency, how it applies onto the skin, how it lathers, it doesn't burn the eyes, it washes off beautifully. The skin feels clean, but not too clean. The 3 times that I tried it, I fell in love. So as soon as I got back to Korea, I ordered this cleanser. This is my second bottle of this cleanser since then, and I have officially added this to like my core staple cleansing skincare routine products. So next cleanser, this is not for those who are looking for a gentle cleanse. This is for those who are looking to fight. You know, if you're ready to go to war, I recommend this cleanser, and that is the Face Republic Calming Acne Salicylic Cleanser. When I apply this cleanser onto my face, it's like I'm getting smacked in the face with the most spearminty feeling that has ever existed in this world. Of course, that is attributed to the salicylic acid that's in this. They also have very safe and nourishing ingredients, including the cica extract, and also this product is vegan certified. When I have pesky acne spots, I really like to use this product to get in there and really fight all of that congestion that's in my pores. I've been using it for about a month and a half. The times when I had the active acne, it really did its thing. When the acne hurts, I try not to use this. I go more for the Rovectin cleanser. But when the acne is starting to like form on the surface and like get the little whitehead, I go in with this. And she really like punches it out. Okay, now let's get onto body care. One of my favorite creators recommended this next product. Her name is Cozy K, and she recommended this, I'm gonna butcher this name. So this is the Lacatan shower oil. So this product, after you finish showering, you can put it on and it will actually take the place of lotioning your body. We are entering that time of the year where everyone has their legs out, the cheeks out, the ankles out. This product right here, I think will take the place of lotioning my body for the summer. This is the newest product in my collection of goodies, but absolutely a staple. It does lather, so it has like a little bit of a soapy feel, especially if your body's still wet, but it dries down so good. And it doesn't leave oily skin, which is a problem with a lot of body oils. It doesn't leave congested skin. You don't feel like there's all this product lingering. It sinks in and it hydrates. And that is just what I want out of a shower oil. So if you are a lazy person, if you are an ashy person, if you just want a one product thing that you can use to help hydrate your skin in the summer, in the winter, whenever, this is great. So often what I would do is after shower, I would put this on, and then for the cooler days or cooler nights, I would then go in with the Busy Body Care whipped soy butter. This is a product that I did a sponsored video for, but it's so good that I have continued to use this product, especially in the end of the cold months, and now that we're transitioning into like the cool time of the year. I have created a major dent in this product, and this butter is so well whipped. It applies to the skin so beautifully. It is thick, it's nourishing, the smell is intoxicating. Everything about it I really love. Now of course when it gets warm, I don't recommend wearing a body butter unless you just want to, you know, sweat. But I think for now, before it gets too warm, this is a really great product to apply after a shower oil to really lock in moisture, and especially for your heels or your elbows, your knees, this is really great for nourishing those really dry parts of the body. But I do have to give an honorable mention to the Busy Body Care Foaming Body Scrub. The whipped soy butter is my number one. This is a very close second, because this product, it's not too grainy to where it's uncomfortable putting it onto the skin, but also it's doing something. I can actually feel my skin getting nourished by this, and it's also helping get rid of those dead skin cells because of the sugar scrub aspect of it. Previously, I was using the Tree Hut body scrubs, and I still use those, but I only use those on my feet because the scrubbiness of it, the texture is really harsh, and it actually irritates my skin where I have my dermatitis. So this one is ideal for like body. I will continue to use the Tree Hut for my feet because they be rough, but I recommend this. And also just like the size of it, there's so much product in here. I'm not gonna open it because it is a bit watery, so she gonna splish splash all over the place. Honorable mention to this scrub, but shout out to that whipped soy butter. Oh, more adjustment. The last category of this video is hair care. I did a dedicated hair routine video, gosh, when was that? A couple months ago. And in that video, I talked about the Doux. So my favorite product that I have been using, I am using, and I will continue to use is the Doux Most Def Texture Foam. At first, I didn't buy into the hype. When I watched videos, I didn't understand how a foam could replace a hair gel. Me and Wetline, we have a very special relationship, but they changed that formula and it doesn't do the same that it did before. Using this product has shifted how my curls look. It has also decreased how long it takes for me to do my hair. On the bottle, it says all-in-one styler. Like, they're not lying. I've gone back and forth between only using this product and using this product with a butter. And just to show y'all how much I love this, hold on one second. I have a backup. Because the containers, they are quite small. So for my big head, it doesn't last that long. The good thing is you don't have to go overboard with this product. One pump is enough for a small section of my hair. I do use this in very small sections to make sure that my hair is completely coated in this foam, which I recommend. When I learned the secrets to doing this, it's really effective. And it has taken the place of hair gel in my hair routine. Now listen, you're not gonna get the longevity that you get from a hair gel, because the hair gel really like locks in, you have the crunch. You're not gonna have that with this. I can no longer wear a wash and go for a full week. I usually somewhere in there have to adjust or do a puff like this or a ponytail, but I will take that over whatever Wetline is doing to my hair at this point. Absolute fave in my hair care, curly hair routine. So I got a haircut back in November. The cut was good, but something happened to my curls after that cut. I don't quite know, but my curls just weren't sitting the same. They weren't coiling the same way. And after doing some research, I realized that my hair needed protein. I did some research. I looked into Apogee. I looked into a couple other protein treatments, but honestly, those scared me because if you don't follow the directions perfectly, you could totally ruin your hair and your curl pattern. So I was a little apprehensive about those. And then I found out about the Curlsmith Bond Curl. So I did my research and decided to go with this bond repair treatment. So this is for weak or damaged hair. As you start to see changes to your hair, you can implement this into your routine. On the bottle, they tell you how long to leave the product in based on your hair porosity. Prior to using this, I don't know how to explain it, but just the condition of my hair was not the same. It was tangling up really easily. I had a lot of frizz. I had a lot of fallout. Now, after using this treatment, I feel like my curls are spiraling the way that they usually do. They're sitting really beautifully. I'm not having to run my brush through it too much. Like, the tangles are coming out a lot easier. So I'm really happy with this. And I've only used it one time. It feels like I have the whole bottle left. Quite expensive, and especially me ordering this here in Korea, I had to pay a little extra, but I think this was worth it to help my hair. And the final product that I want to recommend, hold on, I'm gonna go get it. This final product, I went back and forth for so long, many years, thinking about this product. My final favorite product that I have been using for a couple months. It has completely shifted how I do my hair, the length of time that it takes for me to do my hair, the Dyson. Now, hear me out. She's expensive. She is very expensive, but this product has brought down my drying time. It has brought down the time that it takes for me to style my hair. It sets my hair beautifully. The only con, a con is the price. That's a big con. But other than that, the hard thing is, so this Dyson was bought in Korea, so it has the Korean plug. And so Korean electronic devices, they are on a different wattage and voltage from the US. When Dyson made this product, they didn't make it with dual voltage. So ultimately, if you move to countries that have different voltages, your device will not always work. So that is a major con with this device, but I have conceded to the fact that if I go home to live or whatever, then I will sell this one here and buy another one in the US. That means, you know, when I go home on my trips, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll bring it and just try and see if I can get the voltage to shift, but I'm scared that I'm gonna blow it up. Anyways, so the Korean Dyson comes with 4 attachment pieces. 2 of them are like the the focuser nozzle pieces that help direct the air in a certain direction. So these are perfect for when I'm stretching my hair, drying my hair, really pointing that air at my scalp. The other two attachments are not as useful for curly, coily hair. One is to help with flyaways and like brush down flyaways, and the other one, honestly, I don't know what it is. So the Korean version of the Dyson hairdryer does not have like the curly cup. So I'm thinking about buying that attachment when I go home to visit. Other than that, absolutely one of the best things that has come into my life. I have been using this product since Christmas time, and the condition of my hair has been amazing. I mentioned that my curls have kind of been a bit off, and this helped them even though they weren't in the best shape. So now that I've used the curl bonder, it has really helped my curls to form, and this has helped to set them and reduce frizz and give my hair the life that it needs. I'm not gonna be the person to tell you, you gotta get it, it's that good. It is good, it is great, but also there are other hair dryers and blow dryers that I think have a similar effect, just maybe not the same drying time. Do your research, don't go bankrupt for a hair dryer, please. That would make me very sad. If you're looking for a new hair dryer and you have the money to invest or you want to invest, then I am someone who encourages a purchase of the Dyson. Not sponsored. Wish it was though. Okay, so those are my spring favorites, my spring recommendations. I don't really know what I'm gonna title this video quite yet, but these are products that I have been loving, and I'm looking forward to using them further as we transition into spring. Please let me know down below some of your favorite products. I'm always looking to spend a little coin and try out new things, so I would love to hear your recommendations for beauty, hair, lifestyle, skincare, hair care, anything. I hope you all have an amazing week ahead. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, be sure to like and comment and subscribe down below for more content. See you next time. Bye.